to know everything. Who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me.
Hey, welcome, Pelicans fans. We've got a special episode for you of State of the Pels today. Big news happening. We've got Myles here. Thank you for hopping on with us. We have got some exciting news and some great things to cover with our New Orleans Pelicans. How are you doing, Myles?
I'm good. How about yourself? I'm real excited for this episode.
Yes, I'm excited too. We've been kind of, there hasn't been a whole lot to talk about lately with the Pelicans. It's off season. And so we've been patiently watching and waiting to see, what's coming up. The schedule comes out, we're fired up, but we do have some really exciting news for the Pelicans. And interestingly enough with it, there's been an announcement made today about Fox 8 partnering with the New Orleans Pelicans so that they can air all the Pelicans games. Yes, finally, access to our Pelicans.
I know. I'm so excited for this. I think everybody, you can see it on Pels Twitter everywhere. Just like, why are we on Bally Sports? So many problems occurring. You might be out at a bar. They are having trouble finding the game. You got people frustrated because they can't find the game. You're at your house. You can't find the game. It's just so much easier to make it, bring it home, make it local, and just add value to the team, really, because now I feel like you're just going to get more eyes. More people are going to be watching. It's a good thing. This is big. This is big news.
Yeah, it's huge. The Pelicans are excited about it as well because everyone has access. I mean, you literally need an antenna and you can watch every Pelicans game now. You don't have to pay anything to watch it. And I'm happy for the Pelicans and the organization and the players because they deserve to have as many people watching them as possible. I mean, they've been building and building and building. And this year, like we've been saying, could be, a very exciting year. And I want everybody to have access to that. So I'm excited. Little side note, obviously I do this show, which I love doing, but this isn't my main job. I actually work at Fox 8. And so I'm super excited to get to be part of all of this and have businesses be able to partner with the Pelicans and advertise in Pelicans games. I mean, it's just a great platform all around. I think it's a win-win situation. And I'm beyond excited that this news is out today and that everybody's going to get to enjoy it. And Myles, we were just saying it's only 5 weeks until the season starts for the Pelicans.
Yeah, it feels like yesterday we were just watching Jordan Hawkins get, a little bit, I don't want to say messed over, but Jordan Hawkins was getting he's getting his game time playing in during Summer League, learning second year. And Summer League was sort of rough for the Pelicans, but I don't think anybody really lost hope. We all know, hey, Dejounte Murray sort of bridging these guys together. It's sort of been feeling like a cultural experience watching this off season, watching this team like have this type of camaraderie. And I'm just excited for what Willie Green has in store for that training camp. I hope they're practicing some team rebounding and just getting to, be brothers off the court and on the court. And 5 weeks away, October 23rd, Chicago Bulls, here we come. I'm very, very excited about what this season has in store. And we are just, weeks away, like you said. So I'm excited. More things to talk about.
Yeah, and it's exciting because we're seeing this dynamic right now of the Pelicans start in 5 weeks. We're 2 weeks into the Saints season. They're 2-0. They're playing phenomenal. And we're seeing this love from the Pelicans team online to the Saints. And to me, I know we're 2 weeks in, but it feels very like 49ers, Warriors, like bond, like we are rooting for each other. And it's a lot easier to root for each other when everybody's winning. And I feel like, New Orleans is getting the taste of the wins right now. And the Pelicans are dying to emulate that and do the exact same thing once their season starts in a few weeks.
No, definitely. And there's some parallels, the Saints not having such a good season last year. The Pelicans this past couple of years, even though they have been trending upwards, they just haven't been reaching, what they've been wanting to reach. And I think the Saints can relate to that. And, you bring in a new guy, the Saints bring in a, new offensive lineman, first rounder. He's doing phenomenal. And you bring in a guy like Dejounte Murray. He's not new to the league, but he is a new face to the team, and he's sort of just bringing a refreshing boost to the team, and just bringing those, bridging those gaps between all the people within that locker room. And, I'm just excited to see how him and Willie Green get to know each other, him and James Borrego, CJ McCollum, a vet on the team. How does, a new guy that, potentially is going to be, I don't even want to say potentially, he is already a leader on this team. How all these guys just get together, and can they have a start like the Saints? Because that, a 2-0 start in the NFL. What's the count for that? Is that like 7 games, 10 games?
I would say like 10-0. You start off 10-0.
Yeah, if they started like 10-0, we'd probably all be like, oh my God, like, are we seeing
Overreact?
You know what? You know what's crazy? They've had these phenomenal starts before. It's not like it hasn't happened. And we gotta, to continue on. We've got Zion looking phenomenal, and when he's looking phenomenal, all you can think of is it just brings me back to when we was the number 1 seed in the West. And man, you about to get me going. You about to get me going.
Well, it's hard not to. There's an energy in the city right now, and it's from the Saints. And you know what is is a big piece of that? It's the fact that the Saints are able to be seen everywhere by every fan that wants to for years and years. And that has been building. And, you're going to have a lot of people they don't know all the rules about football. But guess what? They are watching the Saints game on Sunday because everybody was going to be talking about them on Monday. And that's what the Pelicans deserve. And it's happening for them finally. And I'm really excited to see this momentum grow. And they're going to see even more fans and people that are getting engaged and want to go to games. And I mean, it's going to be fantastic. I will say the ratings last year on Fox 8, when they had those 10 games on Fox 8 compared to the games that were on cable, the ratings were through the roof. It was way, way higher. And so it just goes to show you how many people would love to watch the game if it was available. So I'm kind of glad now to see, I am glad to see the Pelicans things on the same level in terms of accessibility to everybody.
Yeah, definitely. And, I remember so many times being at a bar and I'm just like, hey, can you put the game on, please? And I was like, I'm sorry. We don't, we'd have to, we can't get that channel. And they're asking me, well, is it on a local station? And I'm just like, sadly, no, it's on Valley Sports, or it's on something else that you got to do all this subscription stuff to, view it. So yeah, the access is there. And like the Saints, the Pelicans, they have their culture. If you are a true, Pelicans fan and you're on the Pelicans social media platforms, you see this team has characters. This team has charisma. This team, they have their storyline. They go through their roller coaster up and downs. So it's television right there in itself. Just being a Pelicans fan, just like the Saints bring us on a roller coaster. The Pelicans do too, and they have top tier talent just like the Saints. They've got good role players. They've got everything you sort of need to have a season that you can enjoy. Now we have the access to it. Now we can see it. Now we can, as a community, come together and enjoy, watching our city, play with some pride, because it's all we can ask for out of our team is to play with some pride and play hard. So yeah, I'm really excited for this year, and I think what's going on with the Fox 8, joining the Pelicans so we can watch this is really good.
Yeah, and also just the reporting throughout the week. We won't have to, obviously there's been some, but there can be even more now, rather than hoping the national media says something positive about the Pelicans. We're going to have literally programs surrounded just around that. It's going to be fantastic. And think about it. We get to watch the Saints once a week. I wish it was more, just selfishly, because I love it. But we usually get 3-4 games a week of the Pelicans. And so, that's just going to be exciting. I am just elated right now. I'm so happy about these changes that are being made and seeing how it's going to benefit our local NBA team and how it's going to help all around, for the city.
Yeah. No, it's nothing bad to say about it, really. You just hope that the Pelicans start, so they start well, so we can all enjoy just watching this together. It'd be a tough start if we all have to watch, losses. And, losses happen, but, you just sort of want that Saints, what's going on right now to rub off on the Pelicans so we can all enjoy it together. But I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? This is great. And with the Pelican season 5 weeks away, like we said, the buildup is going to start. It's going to start right now, right here. And I think we'll see a lot of people online very ecstatic, just like you are, about all the nuances to this deal, because it's not just you watching the game on game day. It's all the extra stuff too that builds the storylines, keeps you connected with the team. So yeah, this is a phenomenal day. And the Saints won, Pelicans. We're gonna be able to watch them now. So I mean, you can't really beat this.
Right. I agree. Well, I know that we haven't been obviously had too much content lately, but obviously that's going to be building up more now. We've got preseason games coming up very soon, right in the beginning of October. That's just a couple weeks away. So,
Yeah.
Myles, I know you and I will be getting back together a lot more. And if anyone's got questions or topics that they want us to cover, please just give us a shout on Twitter. We'd be happy to cover those and all. I know we've got some really exciting things coming. So. Thanks for joining me today, Myles, so we could celebrate this news together. And Twitter fam, we will see you guys soon. Until then, go Pelicans.
Like, comment, and subscribe.